It's no secret that getting stronger on compound lifts, particularly heavy barbell exercises, is a sure way to add mass to your frame. But what if all you have access to is a set of dumbbells? Although it is ideal to have a range of equipment, there's no reason why you can't see significant improvements in your body with just dumbbells, as long as you put your muscles under enough tension. This marks the beginning of our science-based dumbbells-only workout series. Over the coming weeks, I'll be releasing dumbbell-only workouts so that you can build muscle fast despite having limited access to gym equipment. Today, we'll be covering a science-based chest and triceps workout that you can perform with nothing more than a set of dumbbells and an adjustable bench. But first, let's go over the anatomy and biomechanics of the target muscles. The chest, or pec major, is divided into two heads: the sternocostal head, which is the main lower portion, and the clavicular head, also known as the upper chest. Both heads are responsible for horizontal adduction, or bringing the arm across the body. The clavicular head, however, is also responsible for shoulder flexion, or bringing the arm upwards. As for the triceps, they're comprised of three heads located on the posterior and lateral aspect of the upper arm. The triceps are split into a long, medial, and lateral head. The long head, which is located toward the back of your arm, is the largest of the three. The lateral head, as the name suggests, sits on the lateral aspect of the arm and is most visible from the side, and the medial head, which is mostly covered by the two other heads. When all three heads are well developed, they merge together to give the coveted horseshoe appearance. The main function of the triceps is elbow extension, or straightening out the arm. Anytime we extend the forearm at the elbow joint, all three triceps heads are active. The long head of the triceps, however, also helps to extend the shoulder joint, or bring the arm behind the body, due to its origin on the scapula. So now that we know what muscles we're working and what functions they're responsible for, the exercises I've selected will make a lot more sense. Just remember, because we are limited on equipment, it's critical that we place each muscle under enough tension. According to one study published in Frontiers in Physiology, training to failure isn't necessary for muscle growth when training with moderate to heavy loads. That said, if you're training with lighter loads, say 15 reps or above, it's critical that you do train to failure if you want to experience the same stimulus. If you fail to do so, your muscles simply won't grow as quickly. To put it simply, if you have access to a variety of dumbbells, I recommend sticking with a weight that is challenging enough for the target rep range. If, however, you're limited to lighter dumbbells, ignore the rep targets and train to or close to failure. So, with that out of the way, let's jump into the workout. Exercise number 1, dumbbell bench press. 4 sets, 8 reps. If you've ever wondered why you can't lift as much total weight with dumbbells as you can with a barbell, it's because dumbbells require each arm to move unilaterally and use stabilizers in your shoulders and even biceps to control the weight. One study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research compared EMG activity of the Smith machine bench press, barbell bench press, and the dumbbell bench press. According to the study, the dumbbell bench press produced the greatest muscle activation in the pecs. That said, triceps activation was significantly higher for the barbell bench press. That's because the triceps produce a lateral force on the bar during a barbell variation. When using dumbbells, however, the triceps can only direct the force upwards because a lateral force would cause the dumbbells to fly to your sides. Basically, dumbbells make the exercise biomechanically easier on the triceps. Not only that, but the dumbbell variation also allows for a greater range of motion, and since research by Pinto and colleagues suggests that using a full range of motion produces greater muscle and strength gains, the dumbbell bench press is a solid option for building your chest. Exercise number 2, incline dumbbell bench press, 3 sets, 10 reps. The difference between the incline dumbbell bench press and the flat dumbbell bench press is obviously the angle of the bench. But the reason this works has to do with the pennation angle of the upper chest fibers. Contrary to popular belief, the upper chest fibers run diagonally, not horizontally. So besides the expected horizontal adduction, involving shoulder flexion and lifting the arms upwards enhances upper chest activation. In a 2010 experiment, Dr. Brett Contreras tested which exercises produced the greatest muscle activation. For the upper chest, the incline dumbbell bench press came out on top. Research published in the European Journal of Sports Science compared several different bench press angles: 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and negative 15 degrees. They concluded that 30 and 45 degrees resulted in the greatest upper chest activation. Just remember, the more inclined you are, the more you're involving the shoulders. And if your goal is upper chest development, I recommend testing out both 30 and 45 degrees and seeing which feels more comfortable for you. Exercise number 3, dumbbell chest fly, 3 sets, 15 reps. The previous exercises have hit the chest while also involving the triceps to a great degree. But if your triceps fatigue, they can become a limiting factor. That's why I recommend performing an exercise that isolates the chest completely with little to no involvement from secondary muscles. In my opinion, there's no better way to end a chest workout than a chest fly. Whether it's done with cables or dumbbells, the amount of stretch you can achieve safely with a chest fly is second to none. Not to mention, the further we get our upper arm across the body, the shorter we can get the pec. That said, most people will perform the chest fly with their elbows slightly bent, almost as if they're hugging a barrel. The problem is, this is causing us to stop short of a shortened contraction, making the chest fly almost completely useless. Instead, start the movement off with your elbows slightly bent, but begin to straighten your arms out as you complete the rep. This will allow you to get the humerus further across the body, making for a fully shortened contraction. Exercise number 4, lying dumbbell triceps extension, 3 sets, 12 reps. Since the long head of the triceps crosses the shoulder, it's activated most when doing an overhead movement or performing an exercise in which the arm is hyperextended, meaning behind the torso. In this workout, we're going with the lying dumbbell triceps extension. Research published in the Journal of Sports Medicine and Physical Fitness compared EMG activity of the long head of the triceps with a lying dumbbell triceps extension and an overhead triceps extension. The only noticeable differences were that the overhead dumbbell extension was more effective at the bottom of the range when the triceps stretched, while the lying dumbbell triceps extensions were more effective at the top of the range. With that said, the researchers concluded that these exercises are similar options and either could work well. Personally, I prefer the lying triceps extension because it feels far more comfortable on the elbows and allows for a better mind-muscle connection. Not only that, but research also shows that the lying triceps extension is one of the most effective lateral head activators, potentially making it a better overall triceps builder. Exercise number 5, incline triceps kickback, 3 sets, 15 reps. Since we've already included pressing movements as well as lying triceps extensions, the lateral head and medial head of the triceps have been worked to a great degree. With that in mind, we'll be focusing on an exercise that emphasizes the long head of the triceps. Keep in mind, however, that anytime we're extending the elbow, all three triceps heads will be activated. One study by Behrens and Buskys looked at some of the best movements for the long head of the triceps. Surprisingly, the dumbbell kickback was the single most effective exercise in terms of EMG activation. When you take a look at how they perform this exercise, it makes perfect sense. First, rather than a traditional triceps kickback, they used a 60-degree angle on an adjustable bench. Since the long head is activated when the arm is behind the torso, the conventional dumbbell kickback won't be as effective. When you're at an incline, it's far easier to squeeze your shoulder blades together and place your elbows behind the torso. Keep in mind, this movement is only effective as long as you keep your upper arms parallel to the floor. Fail to do so, and you could reduce muscle activation by as much as 20%. This is why I recommend that you start with a light weight and focus on proper form as well as a good mind-muscle connection. So there you have it, the best science-based chest and triceps workout you can perform with nothing more than a set of dumbbells and an adjustable bench. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, if you're looking to take your workouts to the next level, grab a bottle of my science-based pre-workout supplement, Turbocharged. Packed with scientifically proven ingredients, all clinically dosed, you'll experience all the performance benefits without the jitters or crash. If you want to learn more, head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.